Hello. There's a lot of things in this world that can worry us, get us scared, make us question things. A lot of uncertainty. And that's why it's so important that we remember what Jesus said in John 16:33. I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. Be courageous. I have overcome the world. This is the only time in the Gospels where Jesus said, take heart or be courageous, and then nothing happened immediately after it. The other times he would tell someone, take heart, be courageous, and then he would heal them. Or he calmed the storm right after it. Look him up. Look at those times where he said, be courageous or take heart. And I think the whole point is this. We can't let our situations dictate how we feel and how we act. We've talked about this at a youth group in the past, that courage isn't the opposite or the absence of fear. It's making it through even though we are afraid. And in this case, it's all about placing our faith in Jesus, because he's the one that is going before us. But things aren't always going to work out the way we want them to. Because in Acts 23, there's also a time where Jesus shows up with Paul. Jesus shows up. He shows up right next to Paul, and he tells him one simple thing. He says, take heart. I will be with you. And after that, Paul's taken away and put on trial and eventually put to death. It's like Jesus showed up and said, this next part is going to be really tough, but I'm with you. So our courage is not something we have to muster up in ourselves. It's not something that we find the strength within ourselves to bring it out and to be proud that we found it in ourselves. It's all about putting that in Jesus. So is your faith really in Jesus? Because if it is, that's where your courage comes from. Because if it's just in ourselves, we're going to be disappointed if we're not courageous. But we know even if things turn out terribly, like with Paul, Jesus is right there. He says again in John 16:33, he's overcome the world and he is there. So be courageous because of him, not because of your own discipline, not because of your own determination, not because of your own strength, but because you have chosen to trust and follow Jesus.